please.
Respected Sita ma'am, Simi ma'am, teachers, and my dear friends, a hearty and a warm welcome to all of you to today's session on career counseling and leadership skills by my dear classmate Pulkit's mother, Miss Anubha Verma. Miss Anubha Verma has done her BTech as well as MTech from IIT Delhi. She has a vast and rich experience in the IT industry, having worked with companies like VMware and IBM. She has also played the role of CTO in RentShare, and presently she is working for Google. We are all very excited and exhilarated to have her amongst us. I, on behalf of everyone here, extend a warm welcome to you, ma'am. Now let us all switch off our mics and listen.
Yes, ma'am. You can start.
Thank you. Thank you, Preeti ma'am, for this opportunity. And thank you, Dhruti, for such a warm welcome and introduction. You spoke very well, and I'm really glad to spend this afternoon with you. Pulkit, can you help me put the slides up? I'm a presenter. Ma'am, can Pulkit present for me? I think he doesn't have the permission. Sure. Thank you. No one else can. All right. So good afternoon, children. I am really happy to speak with you today. It's all right. You can do it in Catalan. Yes. So thank you, ma'am, and I will try to talk through some of my experiences and what I have learned over the years. Many years ago, I was in a situation like you, not with as many opportunities. So I'm really happy that you are part of a school, and you have so many great teachers and friends and so many opportunities. You are already an IT expert. Today, Pulkit is helping me present the slides. Right, so I am really excited as to how you learn and grow and what great things you will accomplish. So you're already in class 5 and you know so many things, right? You know so many professions. You may know your uncles and aunts, and teachers tell you of so many interesting things that you can do in your life. I am really excited to hear all the great things that the children have, right? So many ideas, many more than your mamas and papas know. So I hope you will do great things, and feel free to raise your hand or interrupt me if you have any thoughts to add or questions. As Dhruti introduced, I work at Google Ads now. I play the role of a team lead and a manager. So this is what my journey has been. Many years ago, I was in class 5 like you. I had not seen a computer till then. And a few years later, when I did, I really fell in love with what great things you could do on a computer. When I first started looking at code and what it could do, it excited me even more. And I decided to follow engineering as my profession. And within that also, I was very excited about computer science in particular. I worked quite hard, and as a student, I loved many subjects. But I also noticed that I picked on the passion of my teachers. So I had some teachers who were really passionate about English. I remember one teacher who was so passionate about history, and the more I engaged in those classes, read what the teacher was asking us to do, the more I fell in love with those subjects. I would really suggest all of you to go even beyond your favorite subjects. Try to find that one teacher who motivates you, inspires you to go beyond. Like if you like maths today, you like English. If you don't like Hindi, then try to spend some more time in Hindi as well. It will serve you a long way. So I did IIT Delhi mainly because I was in love with so many subjects that it wasn't really hard for me to study uh, as much for it. I have found friends who are equally passionate about history or some other thing, and they have also excelled in their fields. A very quick overview. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I have spent some time as an intern in two places, so Cadence and IBM Research. Maybe some of you already know what an intern is, but it is when you participate in an industry experience for a short time while you're still at college or some school. It is a good way of finding out what working looks like. You're part of an office or a workplace, but you're still a student, so you get a glimpse of what life may look like, and see for yourself whether it interests you. I have had some friends who decided, that is not for them, and they are more interested in becoming teachers, and then they have gone on to do higher studies, masters, PhD, and then become teachers themselves. But I liked it a lot. I was excited by what I saw. I worked really hard to finish my studies, and then I took up roles and grew in my career. I have since then had the opportunity to work at a startup and also at Google. So that has been my journey. Some of the things that I felt make a big difference when I look back. What really brought me here, what enabled me to be here, and this is something that when I talk to children, my own children or my friends' children, and so this is values. It is very easy to say, values are something you can't really talk about. You don't really have a subject. Maybe you have a little bit discussion with your teachers in different areas, or when your principal ma'am walks you through some concepts of why it is important. At younger children age, I have seen they have something called the value of the month. Maybe it is practiced in your level as well, but those are very important. But why are values important? As you grow up, these are what are the things which make you up as a person. Why should somebody give you a lot of responsibility? So the reason that I get that responsibility is because I bring with me some values and principles. Right now, you may be getting a lot of scolding, I'm sure, at home at least. I know your teachers are very motivating and they don't scold you a lot. But you will get that feedback. Every time you tell a lie, somebody might scold you, right? That this is not the way to do. You should always be honest. You should be forthcoming. If you feel something, you should speak honestly. If you find something which is wrong, you should speak honestly. Those are values which will help you throughout life, and which is why people will choose you as leaders. It is very disappointing when leaders don't have good values. So please make sure you listen to the feedback your teachers are giving, your friends are giving. When you're rude to somebody, when you're unkind, then that is bringing you down. When you're a kind person, you help somebody in need. Unfortunately, all of you are not in the same classroom right now, so you cannot really help the same way that you used to help in a same classroom. But I'm sure there are opportunities where a new student joins in, or somebody had to miss because they were unwell. So those are times when you can be kind, and they make you the leader in your class. So these will stay with you throughout and guide you in every step of life, both personal and professional. A lot of you spend a lot of time studying and at school. You can finish something with very less effort, just get past it, right? Or you can do it well. You can try to go and read something additional which you did not understand. Write your work beautifully. Now, why should you spend that time to make your work really great? This is again developing a habit of excellence. There is a saying which you may have heard that if something is worth doing, then it is worth doing well, worth doing really well, your best. And this is not achieving some distant perfection, but really giving it all that you have, full capability and focus to it, to achieve something which is your excellence as a habit and your work. So make sure you do this in all your efforts. If you're doing something, do it well. Don't do it just for the sake of doing it. Find that inspiration in yourself and in the peers around you. I'm sure you look at some of the great work that your peers are also doing. Make sure you are putting in your best effort, best foot forward when you are submitting some work. Bring your ideas and your passion to it, and I'm sure this will be a habit which will make you really successful. I wanted to introduce a concept to you if you have not heard, or maybe your teachers have already spoken a little bit about it to you. So, this is something which has come up in research more recently, which talks of growth mindset and fixed mindset. Sometimes every person can shift from one to the other every time you face a challenge. Do you think it is a sign, it is a difficult time for you where you are being questioned, or do you think, okay, this is a challenging thing, I will grow today? I often tell Pulkit, if you give a test and you got all right, it's fine, it's great. But if you get 9 out of 10, that is your opportunity to learn something. Why did you not get the last one? How can it improve your knowledge? So that is looking at an opportunity to grow and making sure you grow over time. Since that almost all of you, I think in the range of 10 to 12 years, and you can see how many things you have learned since you were born. The time you could not even speak, stand, walk, run, think, write, solve so many things. You are reading so many books now. So it is all growth that has happened, and this will continue throughout the age. Earlier, people used to believe that whatever you are at 10, 15, 20, or maybe even 25 when you leave college, that's it. But I learn in my job every day. There are so many things to learn. I cannot finish, and I have to rely on a whole team of people to learn different things, and together we come and do solve impossible problems. Google is really massive in terms of the work that we do, the knowledge skills that are required. So this becomes very, very important, and it will help you a lot if you stick to the growth mindset. Look for that opportunity to grow and believe that you can learn anything that you want. And you can, absolutely can. The feedback that you may get from your teachers are also constructive. It is to help you grow, help you learn. And this will really help you be successful. So if there is one thing I hope you learn is today is to remember to be excellent in your work and believe that you can. Believe that you can grow to be that as well. Don't be frustrated, don't give up. Just try and you can do it. Okay, so I wanted to summarize a little bit now how you learn, right? So there are many, many opportunities to learn, and they say when a student is ready, the teacher just appears. You have great teachers who are here, who spend so much time, even beyond the class, to prepare the lessons, to check your work, to interact with those who need help. So you have great teachers. But beyond that also, you learn from your peers. Every time a student brings some new knowledge to the classroom, it's an opportunity for you to learn. As you grow up more, you will find mentors, people who will guide you, who will give you the understanding of what all are the careers possible, or when you choose some careers, how can you really get there? What would it take? And those are all there to guide you. And last but not the least, in today's world, so much information is available that you can do self learning. If you pick an interest, a hobby, an area of knowledge that you want to be more aware of, and you can learn. And there will be other teachers and peers and mentors who will guide you when you are blocked. When you don't know how to solve something, they will help you. So these are all things that can help you learn. You will find many, many number of options, much more than we had at our time, where you can choose what you want to be, how you want to be there. All of us are very fortunate to have such supportive parents, principal, and teachers who will help you and not always blocks you up in few things. So the more options you see and learn about, those are all available for you to follow. At the same time, I would say reflect, like what do you enjoy most? What are you most passionate about? And it may be some area which you have not even seen yet. You will find it in future, but those are all available for you, and seek guidance where you want other people's opinions and use them for your decisions. You can be doctor, scientist, but be in a lab, bioengineer, researcher, and so many more, architect, the endless list, right, available for you. Last but not the least, I have learned that the happiness is a very elusive goal. So only happiness doesn't work. But being grateful for what you have, the opportunities that you have, and the work that you do, right? So there is, in fact, I would like to share the values that I said, right? So values are important. Most workplaces also have some values. It's not a completely rule-less place. So the values, in fact, at my workplace are those of respect, respecting the opportunity that you have, respecting each other, and respecting the people that you are creating things for. Having that attitude of gratitude is extremely important. To be always remember, not just be. It's easy to be discontented. There are so many things to have in this world, but taking that moment to feel what all you have, what all are the great opportunities available for you, what are the support system you have, your family, your health, first and foremost. So those are important. If you remember that, you will always find that extra energy to really get everything that you want done and to achieve a greatness in this life. So with that, I this is the prepared content that I had, but I wanted to find out first from this awesome group of students what are your thoughts? Does anybody know and maybe not decided, but know of something that they are interested in? What would they like to be when they grow up? Or if you have any questions for me, I would love to answer those as well.
I would like to be a doctor when I grow up, specifically a cardiologist.
Oh, wow,
I
that's
would
I
like
would
to be
like
a
to become a
cardiologist.
cricketer when I grow up. I've been having that dream since I was 7.
I hear some great answers. Can we raise hands so that we make sure everyone gets a turn and is heard? Okay, thank
Ma'am,
you.
I would want to be a cricketer.
Cricketer, thanks, thanks. I think that was Digant. Thanks for sharing, but
Yes.
please wait for your turn. Thank you, Digant. That's awesome. And make sure you also spend some time on studies. Everybody wants a little bit educated, refined person who is a sportsman. And but having sportsman spirit is, I think, one of the greatest education. A little bit challenging in virtual world, but I can't wait for your coaches to also be with you and guide you on that. Thanks, Harshal. I see you on the.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, so like I wanted to become a cardiologist, yes, but in a sports perspective, I think I'm going to be a tennis player because like I've been playing for many years.
That's great. Yeah. So in fact, I don't know. I thought I put that content in my slide. Thanks, Harshal, for reminding me. So it is very important. Like cardiologist is so ambitious, right? You have to study a lot. You have to have a lot of discipline, extreme discipline, and at the same time very healthy. Like if you're a surgeon, especially if you end up becoming a surgeon, then your hand has to be very stable. So those will come from being an all around student right now. So make sure to spend some time on sports, on hobbies. Those hobbies will help you when you are in stress situations to find that peace, right? When you are studying maybe 10 hours, 12 hours, 14 hours a day, you want that hobby. So if someone plays an instrument or likes to go and play tennis, that will be very helpful for you. So make sure you develop some good hobbies and interests. And also, that's a great one. So yeah,
My
thanks.
hobby is actually also playing guitar.
Awesome. That's great to hear. Thank you. Pulkit, who else's hand is there? I can't see. They both got the turn. I see.
Okay, so there is Shania here. Shania.
Thank you, ma'am. Shania,
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I would like to become a space scientist.
space scientist. Wow. I,
I've always wanted to learn about space and discover new planets and, you know, learn.
that is great. That is great. And India has a great space program now. So earlier people used to have to go to NASA if they really wanted to do well. Kalpana Chawla from India went there. But now India Space
And
Program.
Also, the Indian American Sunita Williams.
actually, even I want to go to NASA.
Yeah, I hope
Not our
I
ISRO.
to stay in India, help India do great things. But we are happy for you. Even if you go to NASA, I'm sure you will make India proud. Great. Akshaya,
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I would like to be a surgeon in cardiology.
surgeon and career. That's really good. India needs a lot of doctors. I hope a lot of you study hard, but also continue to be in India so that India gets that.
I'm probably gonna go to London and stay there.
Yeah, that's also fine. I see that when people be a global citizen, they learn a lot, and you never know where life takes you. You may go to London, but also choose to be in India for some part of your life.
Yeah,
But
I'm
all
also in India now.
thanks for sharing. I see who else. Any- Anybody else wants to share?
Children, please share your thoughts. Yeah, this is an opportunity for you all to share your thoughts. Go ahead. You can raise your hands.
There are some raised hands. Those who have finished can put their hand down. Maybe that will help others. Pranav. Pranav.
Actually, to be honest, I haven't even selected what I want to be.
That's very honest and I appreciate it. Yeah, it's too early also. Like I said, you have so many things to still learn, thankfully, before you even make that decision. And even for those who have decided, I would say keep an open mind as well. If you may find more interests, so one should always be open minded and make sure you keep doing good things with whatever you have right now. You have a great school, so right now what are your responsibilities? Can anybody tell me? What
Just
are
to study, play for some time, like
yes,
study and play, have fun, watch TV, and then also equally study. That's it. And like also eat our breakfast and sleep.
yes, taking care of yourself, your food, your room, your things, your studies, right? So that is good. And if you have any pets at home, if you have any siblings, taking care of them. Yes,
No
and doing the best
siblings.
for yourself. Right? Learning is a very big thing. Family, yes, taking care of your family and your house.
House? I don't have. None of us have a house.
You have the room, right? Taking care of your
I'm
room.
in my room currently.
Good, that is good. Any other questions children have? Pulkit, do you have any questions? You can't
I
raise.
have a question.
Pulkit might
I
have
have a
questions.
question.
Okay, go ahead.
Um, you only mentioned about your, like your life about when you were studying, but what about academics?
Academics, meaning so study and academics are similar, no?
One is sport, like academics is sports, right?
No, no. Academics is studies.
Oh,
Sports,
sorry.
yes. That's a good question. I used to love playing just casual games when I was in earlier classes, like till class 4. And by class 5 onwards, I got quite tall, so got picked up for basketball. Earlier, I used to play badminton and just, kho and group games. And then I started badminton, but then I got picked up for basketball, and I realized it was a really enjoyable game for me. So from class 5 to table tennis, I played much later. In job actually, there I started playing table tennis, but basketball is what I played from class 5 to 10. 11, 12 also a little bit, not as much because my studies were a lot. I didn't get as much time. But yeah, these are some of the games that I played. Then in job we had a table tennis and a carom board and table tennis. So those were the two things which I kind of played. In fact,
I
that
have a question.
yeah, go ahead, Devan.
How do we prepare ourselves mentally?
Mentally for what? For,
Like for
for
um, pushing ourselves to do something.
that's a good and deep question. Like for different things, right? Uh, I think I would encourage all of you to spend a little bit more time with yourself. I'm glad you asked that question. That's a very deep question you asked. And what I see even with my children is not spending enough time just by yourself. Not always having a device, a Kindle, a laptop, iPad, something or some person with you. I had that opportunity of spending time. Even a book can sometimes help you spend time with yourself. What does really motivate you? Like how can Digant, what gives Digant that patience to do something? Like if you were to different goals. So right now, what goals do you have? Like what is the most difficult thing you had to do? Maybe you had to finish a lot of studies, maybe finish some homework, or maybe you had to do something for home. Maybe you had to sit in a car for 8 hours while your parents took you somewhere. So knowing that, giving yourself that patience, sometimes having a good night's rest can help. Healthy food, or promising yourself something good, like what do you like? If you like to play with your friends, you can say that I will study for 2 hours. I will not think about anything else. I will focus and do this, and then I'll go out and I'll play with my friends. So
That's what I do.
that can motivate you to do it. I still do that. Like if I have to finish a lot of work, then I promise myself, okay, I'll reward myself with some either my favorite food, or I'll call my favorite friend and spend some time with them. So that's what you can do. Also, just meditating or praying to God, that gives you strength. So if you're very nervous, very, you have a lot to do. Maybe you don't even have time for that break, then just spending the time with yourself, close your eyes and be awake, but spend that time thanking for what you have and telling yourself you can do it, and I'm sure you can. I hope that helps.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, children, so do you have any other questions, children?
No,
Yes?
ma'am.
I would end with one last thought. So there is nothing which is impossible for you. You may find there are supportive people, but you may also find situations where you feel you cannot do that. But remember, you can, and find that support. Somebody will be there to also push you that yes, you can do it. So listen to those voices. Don't listen to the ones which discourage you. And I'm sure you can do anything you want in life. So many great things you want to do, and I'm sure you can do them all. Thanks for having me, and thank you, Preeti ma'am.
Ma'am, thank you so much. I mean, I must really thank you for taking out time to be with us. We have learned so many things from you today. We have understood how to be a good leader. And
Wait, wait.
yes, Harshal, you have a question.
Yeah, another one that popped up in my mind now.
Right now, huh? Yes, go ahead.
You had told like you work for Google Ads, right?
Yeah.
So can you stop Google from putting a lot of ads in YouTube and stuff?
Yeah, that's a good one. So
Yeah.
I was earlier part of Google Docs. I'm not sure how many of you use because you are using maybe Microsoft more, but I was
Yeah.
part of Google Docs, and the last 1 year I have been working with Google Ads. I think so. Here is what, and a lot of my team ask. Everybody hates ads. Nobody likes ads, right? And people say, why should I
Yes,
work?
ma'am, they disturb me a lot.
Yeah. So here is the two things, right? So one, ads, unfortunately, like they powered by internet is free. A lot of the free things are free because of that. So that is one. What we are trying to do, and not my immediate team, but team at ads, is making sure you see useful ads. So I was also part of RentShare, a startup, and it was very hard to get RentShare on top. Even if you're searching for the exact thing, like you sometimes need something, right? And as a new business, it just doesn't show up. It is much easier for Amazon to show up on top, even if ads are not there. So if ads shows up something very useful, it should not be something bad. It should not be, hopefully it's also useful for you, and then it also helps somebody who is doing that thing but otherwise may not appear on top. Like on day one, it is very hard for them to appear on top. So that is what we are trying to do. But if you see some bad ads, please report them. There is always a report button, and hopefully they will not show up for you or
I
any.
think I don't need to report it. I can just call Pulkit to call you.
Yes, so that is what we are trying to do. Make sure only useful ads come and fewer ads. Yeah, not so many. If they are useful ads, then we don't have to show so many. But we'll try. I'll take that feedback as well, Harshal. So thanks for sharing that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, Harshal, that was a good one. Yeah. So, okay. So, ma'am, thank you so much for your session. We have
Thank you.
understood how, to be a good leader, we need to give our best at everything we do. We need to have that attitude of gratitude. We also have to make sure that we inculcate in ourselves good values and principles. Yes, and we should always be looking out for opportunities to learn. Yes, thank you so much, and I'm sure all this is going to, help you all, help us all, and make us all into better individuals, well-rounded individuals, okay, and leaders in the future. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye bye.